7 from I'm Gadget Man. How you doing? I know it's been a while, but I'm back to do a comparison for Battlefront, the new upcoming game coming this November. This is a comparison between PC on Ultra Mode and the PS4, which is always in Ultra Mode, right? Just kidding. So, Candyland is a company that does these comparison videos. They usually do a really good job, and this is no exception. The only thing is they always put it to music. So what I'm going to do is add my own music commentary and, just basically give my opinion as we go through this. I normally use Photoshop and go through like 50 frames, and it takes me an hour to go through everything. So this time I thought I'll just do a screen capture with the video running at 1080p, 60 frames per second on my MacBook. So without any further ado, here we go. PC on the left, PS4 on the right. Okay, coming into this right away, the lighting and everything, I mean, it's really close to being exactly the same, I have to admit. It looks really good, the colors look really good, the lighting's amazing, the sun flare coming through, all that you're watching right now looks really good. Then what happens is we get to this shot, okay, and I'm stopping the video right now. On the PC version, as you can see, it's crystal clear, everything looks great. The depth of field looks correct, where you have softness in here, softness on the explosion. Clearly we have a foreground element, which is this guy laying on the ground, and the midground element of this guy standing in the middle. Once we switch over to the PS4, however, it turns into a mess. Immediately, the first time I saw this, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Softness is the best way I can describe this. Guy in the midground, totally soft. Guy in the foreground looks about the same, hadn't really changed. Explosion's extremely soft, the background's extremely soft, but really it's the midground that's bothering me in this shot. You'll notice it'll go back to the PC version just in a second here, and boom, you can see that now. I mean, look at the difference. Foreground, again, crystal clear, midground, crystal clear, background, depth of field, but clearly this was done on purpose. PS4 version, I have no explanation. I do not know why it looks like this. One thing you'll note as we go through this with these blurry, there's a few other shots here that show the blurriness, especially in the midground, is in the foreground, it's crystal clear on the PS4, and the foreground it's crystal clear on the PC. So there's a little softness on the guy because as it travels back into the distance, it really gets into that, what I call a Vaseline lens. So just keep an eye on that. You'll notice as we go through that a lot of the close-up stuff looks really good, but as we get further in the distance, it doesn't look really good. Now, as far as long shots, this and the PC version look really good. If you notice, though, towards the almost background, sort of far midground, there are these are the laser photon cannon things. I'm sorry, guys, Star Wars super fans. I don't know what these things are called, but I know that they fire lasers. Because there's always dudes behind them firing. You'll notice there's going to be a wave coming through right now, revealing the PC version. Really, you'll see some up-resing going on, but then as far as draw distance and detail in the far foreground or far background, you can see that, you're starting to see little poly stuff, that old school where it gets a little chunky. But this is, of course, due to the PC being in full ultra mode, so it's really pushing the resolution. This is gorgeous. The particle effects and everything that are firing off look really good. Everybody's kind of, clear, regardless of in their midground, the background, foreground is really sharp. Now we're going to bring in the PS4 version, and bam! This, I don't know what's going on here, but this is a PS4. We're all in for a world of hurt. We're going to be going on the stores and buying PCs. Because this is, I don't know what's going on. I didn't capture this video. This is from the YouTube video from the guys at Candyland, which again are always on par when they're bringing in their stuff. So I don't know how to explain this, but it looks like somebody hit the camera and the focus went off or something. This isn't even a depth of field thing. This is a completely out of focus shot. But see, here's the weird thing, okay? Right here, you can see it's clear, obviously, because the whole PC side is clear. But then if you look right here on the PS4, it's kind of clear, right? It's weird. The whole shot is blurry. This one really just perplexes me. Okay, we're going to move forward. Okay, this is a good one. Crystal clear, right? PC Ultra, no question. This is the one we love. Um, watch the details here in the Imperial shuttles, okay? Specifically the one back here. When we go to the PS4 version, it looks like, bam, Vaseline. We lose everything back here. This could be a motion blur thing, but if it is, then the PS4 is really pushing it. They're really pushing it. I mean, I don't know if this ship is just landing. I know this one clearly is in landing phase, but the one in the foreground, which is larger, may have just hit the ground. But here's that another instance where if you look at the foreground, super clear, right? It's weird. There's like super clear elements here and there, and then in this background here, it's super clear. But then when we go to the PC, everything goes clear. So again, here's the foreground, midground, background, clear, clear, clear. Both shuttles clear. Okay, moving on. Side-by-side comparison. What? I don't know. Foreground clear, midground mess. Let's move forward. Oh, this music is terrible. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, here's another good shot. Okay, again, we're doing a draw distance far shot. When the PC version comes in, you're really gonna notice that much of a difference. To be honest with you, it looks really good. The distance shots, PS4 doesn't have any problems with. The only thing you'll notice here is the downed X-wing fighter. A little bit of detail will be brought forth with the PC on the Ultra setting. And here comes the wave, and you will see what I'm talking about. So keep an eye on right here. Coming in, boom. See the lighting and everything? It brightens it up. You can see more detail. Huge difference. I didn't have you focus on the Imperial shuttle because honestly the only difference is a little bit of lighting, but really you can notice right dead center that this TIE Fighter resolution is different as far as the texturing. But more or less, the rocks and stuff, it's clearer here, but not so much to make a big deal out of it. It's really just what I noticed on the fighter itself. Moving forward, let's see here. So, okay, this is clearly a loading screen of some kind, or this is giving you the mission, if you will. This is the PC version. You'll notice the lighting. Please notice the lighting on the Imperial shuttle itself and the wings. The gun turret over here, there's something to notice. When we shoot over into the PS4 version, you're going to see it darken. Now, what I've noticed on PlayStations in general, just through PS2, PS3, and PS4, it's always been darker in comparison to, for instance, an Xbox 360, and even the Xbox One. There's something about the way Sony does their hardware that generates typically a darker image. Sometimes it works to its advantage with regards to shadowing and stuff. It makes it look more real. But other times it's like not necessary, and it actually just kind of, you feel like they're hiding something. So here, they're losing a bit of the lighting on the, or not the reflection, but really the blend, if you will, of the way the material is accepting the light here. It's darker. The shadowing to me looks good here. It does feel like the color tones are different because the lighting is different. But what's interesting is it's soft here, texture mapping soft on the PC as well as the PS4. So being that everything is usually crystal clear on the PC version, I'm a little surprised to see that is soft there. Okay, moving on. So here we are again in the outside. As I mentioned before, the outside looks really good on both systems. This comparison here is almost indistinguishable. You can't see the difference. It's such a minor change. Like there, we're in PS4. Did you see it? Because I didn't see it. And I went back and forth. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's identical, which is pretty remarkable, I have to say. So when they do the A/B, all you notice really is nothing. If you look, it looks really good on both. There's really nothing in the shot, so I'm just going to keep going. All right, so here we go in the next shot. This is very similar to the shot we had before. One thing to note here is I noticed that the warmth of the colors and the lighting is different. The PC seems to be more in the blue tones, where the PS4, PS4 is more in the yellow tones. And you'll see when they do the A/B, right now you can't really tell, but when they do the side-by-side comparison, you're going to be able to see just a slight difference in the color tones, the warmth, and I see a little more yellow going on in here, but I mean really nothing to make a decision over. If you're oh, mine's a little less yellow than yours, whatever. Okay, this is the Walker Assault. This is the opening image. This again is pretty darn close. There's only one glaring thing that happens, which I thought was kind of funny, so I'm just going to play through. So this is a PC version. It's stopped, and watch what happens when it goes to PS4. The walker's gone. So clearly the PS4 doesn't have enough hardware power to show the walker here. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's a different timeline. Calm your jet, cool your jets. So boom, they're back, right? He's back, he's not there. But more or less, this looks pretty on par. I don't see really a difference. So slight difference. And considering people spent thousands of dollars on their PCs to get what you can get for $399 on the PS4, again, here's a little bit of a yellowing difference, but more or less it's the same graphics. Looks really good. The only weird anomaly for me is the mid-ground problem with getting blurry and things like that. So again, this is pretty much the same. The particles and everything look really good on both systems. So in closing, I would like to say that you can PC Mac, PS4, you're pretty much set. I mean, if you got one and you got the other, you're really set. There are a few bragging rights. I hope that the capturing whatever these guys did to capture this, somehow there was some problem that caused the mid-ground to be completely blurry, as we saw in the earlier parts of the video. But other than that, I can't explain what is going on here and why this is happening. So anyway, that's my opinion. I appreciate you guys commenting below. And if you like this video, say like. And if you're happy that I didn't spend 30 minutes talking about this, say super like. All right? Thanks, guys. And I am Gadget Man. Peace.